The next case to come before the court is State of Ohio versus Melvin Kurtz. Are you Mr. Kurtz?
I am.
And do you have any problems starting early?
No,
Okay, wonderful.
no. I'm way out of my comfort zone, by the way. So if you have some pity, take it on me today.
We've read the briefs. You will have 15 minutes to present oral argument. You don't need, the state has waived, so you don't need to reserve any time for rebuttal. I don't think that it's maybe relevant to this case, but we always like to make the advisement, don't use the names of victims or minors. We are recording, and it will be posted on our YouTube channel.
Great, I think.
We're ready to proceed when you are.
Yes, ma'am. On July 1st, we have a facility on the Worcester campus, a lab, so I was left there, and I came down Madison Avenue, and I entered 30 going eastbound. And beautiful day, morning. I got up towards the bridge on 83, and I saw a highway patrolman. I moved over to the passing lane, as I think I'm supposed to do, and then he had a radar gun, and he shot the gun, determined that I was going 71 miles an hour, had no argument with that, and stopped me. He said that it's a 55-mile-an-hour speed limit, which is the surprise that I had, because there was no speed limit, 55-mile-an-hour posted speed limit, east on 30 at all. The only and first posted speed limit is 70, and for years that's what I thought it was. During the court hearing, the officer Harris verified several times that there was no posted 55-mile-an-hour speed limit, and the court even asked him 3 times. The court asked him 3 times, I'm sorry, what is the answer to the question? And the answer was, there is not a sign, Your Honor, meaning 55. The court, there is not. There is no posted 55-mile-an-hour speed limit sign in the area that I was sitting, Your Honor. That's from Officer Harris.
Counsel, oh, not counsel, I'm sorry.
Give me a break.
Mr. Kurtz.
Yes, ma'am.
I understand when we read all that, but my understanding was that even though there was not necessarily a 55-mile-an-hour speed limit sign in the area where the officer was, but that further east, you were going west, right?
East.
East, okay, so
Yes,
further west, there was a sign that said 55 miles an hour.
No, ma'am. Well, the only signs that say 55 are on the west side of the Madison Avenue. Mm-hmm. And I entered at Madison Avenue. I don't go that way, so I wouldn't know what they were. And it's my understanding that in the Ohio Revised Code, doing what little homework that I'm capable of doing, in fact, it says every speed limit reference in ORC shall be effective when the appropriate signs giving notice are erected at the location in every reference to the speed limits. And that's been my perspective since then. But even then, the court found me guilty of exceeding the posted speed limit. But as the officer stated and I stated under oath, there was no posted 55-mile-an-hour speed limit, which is why I claim that there's a slight oversight during that arguments I had that day. And it was really, I didn't understand, I didn't know what to do about it, and I guess that was it. So I did this, filed the appeal because Thomas Jefferson said, he said what he said. Sampling the Adams said, if once you tolerate that, which you know is wrong, you should expect more wrong things to happen. And now I can tell you that this morning, the 55-mile-an-hour speed limit is posted, because when I spoke to DOT, they notified the city to erect the sign, which is their responsibility. And everybody was good, everything was fine. There was one other problem, is that the prosecuting attorney, Brianna, I don't know her name, she said, she referred to it as a county road. And 30 is not a county road, it's a state road. And the ticket was issued, 451121, I think is the ORC, that D1 implies that it is 55-mile-an-hour speed limit, but D1 is not the speed limit for a rural expressway, i.e. freeway. it's 65 or 70. And so there was another issue, and the judge also asked Harris, the patrolman, if it was in Congress Township. And it's not Congress Township, it's Worcester Township. And a lot of people don't know that the entrance ramp to East 30, the south part of the road, is Worcester Township, which is the rural aspect I refer to, and there's only a small section of that that's in the Wayne City Municipal Corporation, which is again why I'm claiming that it's rural expressway and why it's 65 and 70 apply.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but did you already pay your fine?
I did not.
Okay. Did you ask for a stay of your fine at the?
I did not.
Okay, so it's just an unpaid fine.
I guess. I thought the appeal created this automatic stay.
Okay. Did you ask for a stay of the fine at the appellate court either?
I did not.
Okay.
I'm really doing bad today, aren't I?
You're fine.
Okay, thanks. That's really it. I didn't, and except for I have a CDL and I have a pilot's license, and the 2 points adversely affect both of those from an insurance standpoint or insurability standpoint, which is, I guess, the other reason why I'm here today. Because first, if you want me to go 55, I got to know that 55 is the speed limit. Second, the prosecutor didn't refer to it properly, and the judge absolutely ignored the testimony of Mr. Harris, Patrolman Harris, and myself, that the only posted speed limit was 70 miles an hour. So I'm hoping that I'm right, and that now that the sign is up, even I know 55. And that's up in the last couple months, by the way. Ask me something. Take
You're
the
fine.
pressure off me, would you?
That's what I always used to say when I was arguing in front of the Court of Appeals. Please ask me something.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because when you're just standing there, it seems like it goes on forever.
And ever.
And ever.
And ever. And by the way, I didn't wear a tie. I get panic attacks, and if I get claustrophobic and I wear a tie, it just sets me off, and so I didn't do that, and I apologize. Because my friend said, "Where's your tie?" I said, "I didn't wear it to the President of the United States. I'm not going to wear it for the," no insult intended, Your Honors. But
It's fine.
Well, thank you very much for your presentation today. We will take the matter under advisement. We will issue a written decision, which is mailed to all parties to this appeal, as well as posted on the Ohio Supreme Court website.
great. Can I ask